Welcome back to SnowRunner with me, Mark from DadX, and welcome to Island Lake. With the Fleet Star and I thought the Fleet Star deserved the honour of being the first one into this map. Someone did nominate the Taiga, but I thought the Fleet Star deserved first go. He's got the load on his back and a trailer, which we've got to get over here. Which doesn't seem too far, but let's see what's on the way. Now, I'd actually recorded this footage before I'd kind of published the episode before. So I didn't know quite how wet this map was going to be when I first got here, and I certainly didn't know there wasn't a garage. I suspected very quickly, and as I say, I do like it. But I came prepared, I'm pleased to say. So we're going to just activate every mission that we find. That's what I think we have to do, and then they stay live on that map screen. So we seem to be doing okay so far. The curtain side trailer is a light one, but a load of metal beams isn't. So I'm glad we got that on our back and we're pulling the light stuff. Bit thick through here. I think I can see problems up ahead. Yes, looks suspiciously like something that's going to need fixing up here. Let's see. I like the landscape, it certainly looks the part. And again, the mist works really well. Getting very soft already. As soon as you got off the road there, we sank. And the camber. Let's see how long it takes the camber to get me as one side of the truck sinks into the mud. Anyway, what's going on? We've got a blockage or two to clear here, by the look of it. So we need wooden planks. Where do we get wooden planks from? Up at the lumber yard. That's quite a way up there. Oh, I'm just getting my bearings on the map. I'm going to try to keep the map orientated this kind of way. So we've come in the middle on the right hand side there. We'll call it the east, shall we? In fact, it is the east. Yeah, so we've got to get across here. We've got to fix a couple of these wooden planks. So we're going to have to get up to that lumber yard. So I guess we'll leave the Fleet Star parked up here for now. Look at him. Stop the engine, put the handbrake on, and I guess it's going to be time for a little bit of scouting. So here we are, heading due north very slowly from where we enter the map, using the winch to get us out of this mud. So we've got the Chevrolet, as you can see, with the Scout fuel trailer, which is very heavy. The muddier the maps are getting, the harder it is to drag this guy around. So I think we're going to kind of use it and leave it strategically, maybe, especially if the mud stays this heavy. We're heading up here to this watchtower, and this seems to be maybe a way round to the lumber yard from the clues we're getting from the little bits of the map that were exposed anyway. So it's very slow going. I'm glad we got the adjustable low ratio gearbox. Although we're not going to get stuck right close to the line again, are we? No. We can always drop the trailer. I think we're going to have to. You see how he's just sunk immediately. You weren't joking, Farmer Klein, were you? We'll drag the trailer along behind us if we have to get it out the map. There's the watchtower opened. 50 beautiful XP. We've unlocked an upgrade location. Where's that? We are always hungry for upgrades. Right, so what have we got here now? Got No Country for Old Men, a mission up there. We've got the abandoned drilling site. I'm sure we'll have to be doing something with that at some stage. That seems to be a recurrent theme. We've uncovered some trailers. Fuel carrier trailer, good. We might be needing that. That's the Fleet Star down there. And then, the upgrade. The upgrade's up there. So, I'm guessing we're going to have to get something over here at some stage. And that's where we pick up drilling equipment. Yeah, that seems to be the recurrent theme, doesn't it? Getting these drilling places set. Right, I think we're going to pop straight over. Grab that upgrade if we can. We're going to fill up with fuel. That trailer's actually running pretty low. That is the one we dragged in from the other map. So we'll leave that there. We'll just go straight forward through here, eh? We're here to explore. So let's see. There seems to be plenty of trees and stuff around. We've got the autonomous winch, although I don't think tipping over is going to be the issue here. It's going to be getting through. We haven't got the mud tyres fitted. And obviously now the garage is a map's drive away. Even to the entrance of this map, I've got to cross the other map. We're going to work with what we've got. I really think it could be quite a reasonably high level piece of equipment to get your hands on. But why isn't there a mobile workshop? It could need a big lorry for it to go on. It could be a pain in the butt to get anywhere that isn't a reasonably good surface, but wouldn't it be handy? I mean, there's nothing unrealistic about being able to change your tyres somewhere remote from your garage. I do it in fields all the time, in competitions, etc. So as long as you've got a nice sturdy plank of wood to put under your jack so it doesn't sink into the ground, you can change your tyre pretty much anywhere. So yeah, I think that would be good. As you can see, this is quite hard going, but there's plenty to winch onto. We'll try the other route back out. They look like a bit of a land bridge, but you know, we're here to explore, so we shall do that. But no, we're getting through now. This is certainly the scout for all jobs so far. Although we are, in the next episode, we're going to try out the Lodestar, the International Lodestar, which is the scout truck kind of hybrid. The truck with the scouting role. So it can't carry loads, it can have some maintenance equipment. Nothing fancy. But we'll give him a go. Now we can afford it. 32,000 I think he cost. Right, what have we got here? We've got an engine upgrade for the scouts. Well, we've got the best engine on the Chevy already, and do we really want to make the Scout 800 go faster? I'm sure we'll have a go at some stage, even if it's just for lols. Right, so we need to cut back through this corner and then along that road to the west. So let's see what this mission is all about and what this route back from the upgrade is, because it might be the better route to get to the upgrade. It looks a bit more like land than swamp, but it's already quite deceptive. It looks like kind of ground with grass on it. It turns out it's mud with, I guess, like moss and lichen growing on it. Oh, there's a tree. Suddenly got some traction there. Story of my life. Everything goes great when I least expect it, and I miss the opportunity or mess it up. Right, well, there you go. That's probably the easiest route to and from that upgrade. But there you go, look, straight in a mud hole. Look out for the bulrushes. They definitely look like a bit of a danger sign. But again, we can get a winch point, so yeah, from what we've seen so far, potentially quite slow going, but winchable. Right, there you go, here's the mission. That's a nice big shiny truck. What have we got here? No country for old truck. The twin steer, Western Star 6900 twin steer. Have we got to repair this one? Is it one of those missions? I guess we should accept the mission and see. Yeah. Is that what we got to do? I guess so. Restore. It's not telling us what it needs, is it? I don't know. I might be misreading that. But the mission is now activated. Oh, the truck gets his physics. It looks a huge truck. I guess it can carry a huge load, but what's it going to be like in this quagmire? Look, the Chevy has just sunk as soon as I've tried to turn round. Anyway, we're going to get on. We obviously have the Taiga in the wings as a mobile repair base. Again, we've gone straight into this mud look. We used to play airsoft on a piece of land that was quite like this. It would look all good. We used to go around. It was got a big area of tracks and woodland, and we had a Mitsubishi Shogun, and then we had an Isuzu Trooper. And the land would catch you out like that there for the same reason. It would The vegetation disguised the mud very nicely, but it was never this wet. There you go, we'll go round, but usually on the other maps, sometimes getting off the road and driving along the side of it is the best plan, but here, although it seems to be working on occasion, you are also risking the fact that you're going to just disappear into a hole of mud. But no, we're still going. We stayed in diff locks and the fastest of the low gears. And yeah, it's good. Again, I think, oh crikey, I hardly saw that coming. There's a truck chassis hidden there. That could catch you out, especially at night. We'll check the map. What's that? That path must lead to something, I guess, but we'll come back and have a look. Let's get on to where we need to be. Now, so far, I'm not sure this route is scaring me in terms of getting trucks up here. Even if we might need a little bit of assistance. The other good thing, obviously, when you're playing solo, of towing another vehicle behind the one that you're using, is that if you do get a little bit stuck, you've got a mate right there to tow you out. Right, let's check this mission. We'll activate this one so it stays on the map screen. Right, we've got to tow this truck out of the swamp. Where have we got to take him to? Doesn't say in the mission. Rusty Legacy. How do these people manage to leave their vehicles just in the swamp quite so regularly? What have we got to do with this guy? Farmer's house. Oh, that's right, where the Fleet Star's parked, so we know where that is. So we're not going to try that mission now. We're going to get on. We're going to get on. We seem to have got quite a decent distance. Oh, look at that. That's like liquid gravel mud trap. Yeah, don't drive anything heavy into that little patch there. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, give me my mobile vehicle, maintenance vehicle, tyre changing. Don't have to be able to change maybe the beds and stuff, but surely. We're warming up the diffs. I've switched off the diff locks. We're getting, if you get too fast, they basically overheat. So we're staying in the gear, but no, we go back into water. Let's see how we get on. So we've got four-wheel drive, no diff locks, automatic gearbox, and yeah, we're making it. We're making it. So we're just over here to this next watchtower. This is a bit slushy and the trees are getting a bit more spaced out around here. And not in the fun way. Starting to get a bit of darkness going on, but we'll keep going how we are. This is manageable. The lack of rocks is kind of nice, because they were quite a tricky bunch on the last map, especially as it got dark. I'm thinking more in terms of you kind of bouncing off them and maybe tipping over rather than real damage. You saw what it took to write off that GMC. Right, we got another watchtower right there, bang in the middle. There's our chap. We're going to just get onto the logging station, I think. But first, let's go and see what the score is with that twin steer truck. So here comes the Taiga. The fuel tanker towing the repair trailer, our garage on wheels, in effect for this map. And he is pulling through this quite nicely. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to try to drag this trailer, the little scout fuel trailer, along behind us, just so everything's up in this corner of the map. Come on, I'm trying to do it a lazy way. It seems to be harder to get the auto winch when you've got a trailer behind you, a lot harder. Or maybe it still takes the auto winch points off the truck even though you've got a trailer. But certainly I seem to keep ending up doing it manually when I try to be lazy. So yeah, this guy's just pulling through. He gets a little bit slow and a little bit bogged down, but He's got very nice traction going on. I'm not sure if the twin wheels on the back are really making a difference. I haven't done any kind of scientific tests. Maybe one day I will. So I've skipped ahead. We've made it up the same road that we came up in the Chevy. And due to the Xbox being a bit of a git again, I've skipped the bit where I kind of repair it and try to move it. But it won't move in the mud anyway. So I think we'll come back to him another time. So we are now out with the White Western Star. We're going to send this guy kind of south from where we've come into the map, over towards this watchtower. He's got his concrete slabs on board, but I think we can trust this guy to have a look around here. Looking very barren. It has a very similar look to the Russian map. Was it Drowned Lands that we drove on with the loaf? Many episodes again now. We're nearly up to 30 episodes of this playthrough. I'm sure that is a record, and thank you very much for your continued support and your feedback and your input. But yeah, we're making good progress in this big boy. It's a little bit wetter down here. Not many trees around, to be honest. I'm stuck in there. No. And still no diff locks. But we're doing the business slowly. Come on. Don't show me up now. Still in the auto gearbox. Just power, 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 power. So, kind of driven around a lake. Whether there was a lake there before the flood or not, I couldn't tell you. The watchtower's over there. What's this place? There's a trailer over there. Let's go and unlock that. So we will keep a close eye on what is on this map. So what have we got over here? We've got some metal beams and some concrete blocks. Right, we'll remember them. Might save us a bit of toing and throwing if we go round collecting up the loads from the trailers that are on the map. And we've got 2 trucks on the map with cranes. So I think, yeah, we've kind of had a good team to bring in. The cranes are going to be handy. The fuel and the repair points are going to be handy, especially if I keep driving like that. Maybe I would have put the Chevy on the mud tyres, but apart from that, I think I've kind of got this right so far, but we'll see. Right. Another watchtower unlocked. So what we've got down here, we've got a trailer store. Okay, that's cool. That's handy, so you could also, obviously we can get fuel trailers from in there. And there is a scout fuel trailer sat there in there. So we really need to get on with getting this lumber. I have off camera uncovered the next watchtower with the Chevy, but you missed very little there. And it didn't actually uncover anything of great note. But it's just a little bit closer to the lumber yard. So should we go and get this one next? I've driven back round with the White Western Star. We're going to get that. Oh, that was a bit of a crash. Didn't even see what we hit there. We're going to get this more central watchtower unlocked. It's up on this hill to our left somewhere. Let's have a look. No, we want to turn off here and get up onto the hill. So, maybe not everybody's first choice is a scout vehicle, but he's doing the job. Once we get that bridge fixed, mind you, we've got to get the wood down to the bridge, and both of the trucks we've got at the moment have got loads on, but we can unload them. Of course, we've got the cranes. We have much utility and many options, so I've kind of realised it's getting a little bit tight, but no, it opens up okay. Cool. This truck is beast. I like it. Oh, it's very wet through here. No. Not as horrible a wet hole as the one the Tiger found on the right at the end of the last map. Getting a little bit hung up here. There you go, we got our traction back and a bit of momentum. The tower just ahead. So I think we'll unlock this tower, see what it has to offer, and leave this guy right here for now. What have we unlocked? A big swamp. Is that it? Nothing exciting. Couple of missions. What have we got here? We've got bridge the gap. Wonder what that's going to involve. What do you want us to do? Well, we need to go and see, can't we? We can't see remotely. We'll pop down and see at some stage. So that's another bridge building mission right there. Right, the Zisk, or is it the Zigsk? I really don't know. The blue truck is leading the way with the Fleet Star up to the lumber yard. The Fleet Star has literally just left the Curtainside trailer right where it was, and it's taken off the load of what was it, metal beams from itself using its crane. So we're going to head up to where the twin steer was. Getting a little bit icky through here. Let's lock those diffs. The other advantage of doing this with two trucks is it seems, again, I can't prove this scientifically, but I get the feeling that the truck you're towing doesn't use half as much fuel as it would if you drove it where you were going. I'll kind of keep an eye on that if I can. Anyway, this is all going to plan. We're round to where the pickup is stuck in the swamp. And while we've got this truck here, let's drag him out. I don't intend to take him right back to the farm now. We've certainly got to get round to that side of the map again anyway, so... But we'll get him out, and then if we just want to tow him back with one of the scout vehicles, that's going to be easier to do, isn't it? Because it does look pretty wet down here, and again, I am mindful that if necessary, the Fleet Star can drag us out. There's not a lot to tow us back out here to winch onto, so we brought our friend. No, we're pretty bogged in there. We're grinding our way backwards slowly. You know me, I like to see if I can actually do it before I just pull over the Fleet Star and winch myself back onto him. I think we might make it. There'd probably be quite a smell coming off this truck by this stage of one thing or another. Running it like that for that long. Right, no, look at that. We've managed to kind of get a bit of a bite, and we're dragging ourselves about with the winch. So we can get ourselves out. There you go. I just needed to know. Tell me, how do you guys play it? Do you play it quite, you know, avoiding trouble, seeing it coming? Or are you a bit more like me and go, well, let's see. Can I do it? Right, we're going to leave him right there. Will we give him a little bit of fuel out of one of the trucks? No, not now. We've got to get that lumber and get back around to where the bridges need building. So it's pretty wet across this area. So you've not seen me drive this way yet, have you? So we've gone just around the corner. It's all going well. It's very wet. It's very mushy. We've changed roles here, you can see. The Fleet Star is now getting... Oh no. I'm not quite sure what's happened here. That has caught me out completely. And as you can see, what has happened there is the truck at the back's hit the tree on the bend and immediately tipped the trailer over, and that has dragged the lorry over. The Fleet Star. Not for the first time, but here's our friend. So I'm sure we can figure this out. I've cut some bits of toing and throwing out. I hope you don't mind, but I have a go at just tipping it over. The problem is the Fleet Star is kind of tipped the other way. The road cambers off behind it from here. And also look how soft the ground is. That's not good. So I'll switch to a GMC. I'm going to detach the trailer and switch back into the blue truck and have another go. Is that going to make a difference now? Can we get onto there? Do make sure you manually attach to the higher point on the truck you're trying to drag over. But it's making no difference here. So we got on the trailer with the winch. We're just dragging the trailer out of the way. It's not pretty, but it's effective. This mud is horrible. Yeah, there's a very narrow area of solid ground, and I'm really churning this up as well. Right, now we've got a little bit more space. Can we get a hold of it anywhere? Useful? Come on. Pull. No, look at that. That's just liquefying the mud under the wheels. So, plan B. We're going to drag it up onto more even ground if we can. I haven't got the diff locks on at this stage. But we seem to, you see what I mean about where it's in that depression, so it's tipped right over. I'm glad to say that the cranes no longer seem to clip into the ground and anchor rolled over trucks down like they were. Oh, it's okay, right. Friendly nudges are absolutely fine. So I wonder if at some stage they're going to put a higher difficulty level on. I guess I shouldn't worry about that till I've like finished the game. But I'm just amazed at the lack of damage. Right, let's try it now. That is no. I can tell instantly that's not going to happen. I've given up on that one. So we've gone round, we've swung round, we're coming back in the other way. Trying to stay out of the liquid mud. And my plan now is to try to, again, take advantage of the fact that I can, I guess. It's a little bit gamey, but I'm going to try and spin this fellow around so I can drag him over on the flatness of the road, if you see what I mean. There you go. So I'm going to straighten him up across here. And then if I get on the other side of him, he actually, ooh. He almost started to tip over then. And obviously recovery to the garage just isn't an option, because the garage that you will recover to from this map is Smithfield Dam. So yeah, then I've got to drive across the map. So this is not, as it may have been in the past when I have faffed around to turn it, get a truck over rather than just recover it. This is actually the quicker way. So you might need to actually use this kind of technique, particularly on this map. Now I've left no gap to get through to get on the other side of the truck, so maybe bear that in mind. See, I'll let you see me klutzing around like this so you don't have to. Don't do what that guy did when I watched that video. I'm happy to play that role for you. We're squeezing our way through. Obviously the liquid mud isn't really helping, but we're through. Right, let's see. I think we'll give him a little nudge back because we want him right across. There you go. Now I'm hoping if we can get the winch, and again, as I said, make sure you get it on that high point on his frame. Take a look when I attach it, and it never does it when you auto winch. It was always just going to winch to the low point. So from there I want to get up there, you see. If you auto winch, it might attach to the one below it. There we are. It was simple. All we had to do was get it out of that dip. Right as rain. I'm going to move up here out of the way. So the Fleet Star has now got his trailer. He's picked up the blue truck, and we can make our way gracefully. Fleet Star's very clean considering it just had a mud bath. Has that changed? The vehicles used to get really dirty when they tipped over. Anyway, the sun is now setting, as you can see. I'm trying to keep it off camera to save me being blinded as much as your good selves. And we'll get into this lumber yard, and we'll probably just chill out for the evening here. We've got our sleeping bags and our flasks and our sandwiches. And in the morning we shall take the loads of timber. We'll suss out a route and get the loads of timber down so we can get those bridges built. So far, first impressions, it is very wet. We have to be very careful. We're up here, we're nearly there. Is this not the timber yard yet? Yeah, we're in the timber yard. We've got the one watchtower there. Ah, right, there you go. There's the pickup point. Being hidden by the waypoint. So we'll get the wood. We'll head down, get those bridges built, and get on with the big missions. So yeah, I think we're going to be okay. We need to be careful. It's wet. It's nasty. We seem to have brought the right combination of equipment. We'll get the loads loaded up, rest up here for the night. And I shall see you guys in the next episode. And we'll go get this wood to where it needs to be to build those bridges. So, thank you very much for watching. Any comments or suggestions are always very welcome. Give us a like if you've liked it, guys. Sub if you want to stay in touch. But for now, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and goodbye.